First off,
Yeah.
thank you, Carol, and everyone associated with UUAC. This is the second open mic I've been to here, and it's just a really cool venue. I dig the vibe and atmosphere down in this room, so thanks for letting me read a couple of poems today. This first one will be appearing tomorrow at a site called Dissident Voice, which is a political, cultural, social justice newsletter where I first got my feet wet in publishing poems around 3 years ago, and I've been a weekly contributor there for the Sunday Poetry page ever since. It's dedicated to my grandmother who passed away this past Saturday at the age of 96 out in California, and she played a very pivotal and important role in my life. Be flying out there with my sister on Thursday to attend the funeral/celebration of her life. And so this is in her honor. It's called Waiting at the Gates. I heard the oxygen machine humming on the other end of the line from the opposite side of the country as your daughter, my aunt, held the phone to your ear so I could say a final goodbye, while the morphine continually dripped to ease away the pain you'd been fighting for ages. Let it never be said that a soldier can't also be an angel. You served your time faithfully here on earth and have now been called back to heaven to receive your rightful honors. I've been through this process before with my father, your son, a few years ago. And while it will never be easy, there is a certain sense of solace in knowing that at least he is already there to help guide you home. Thanks. This next poem has appeared in a couple of different venues this month, although it was written about 1.5 years ago. It received an honorable mention in the top 10 finalists for the Guido Gazzano contest out of Italy, and then also appears in the new Lumix 2017 anthology, which R.D. Armstrong publishes out of San Pedro, California. And this copy showed up this week, so I thought I'd read this one. It's called Transcending Definitions. Art is not an institution. It is an inner fire born out of those whose eyes pierce deeply into hidden, burning beauty. Art is not a class taught by academia. It is a holy vibration pulsing through the veins of those who sense the truth of this world's perfect purity. Art is not a transaction. It is a soulful expression that has no choice but to be released as a reflection of the source. Art is not a sales pitch. It is an intense emotion, coupled with a vision of crystalline transcendence that ruptures open new dimensions. Art is not yet ready for the grave. It is a raging protest against the mortal flesh that sings the sweetest melody about overcoming life's suffering. So one of the lines there is, art is not a sales pitch, but I do have books available.
Sometimes it is.
My website, 17numa.wordpress.com, Amazon, and all that good stuff. This is a little zine that came out this week, published by Saurav Sarkar out of West Bengal, India. Excuse me, it's called Poetry Series Zine, and he had asked me to be the guest poet for the debut issue, so I thought I'd read this one. It's called God, Love, Truth, and Light. If you want God, I can show you to the forest, but that's a tree you'll have to find yourself. If you want love, I can point at the moon all day, but it is the night that you'll be needing. If you want truth, I can teach you all about addictions, but that's a drug you just can't shake. If you want light, I can flash these shining sirens, but sadly, most choose to fall right back asleep. Just one more quick one from my book, Happy Hour Hallelujah. It's called Detoxification. This was nominated for the Pushcart Prize last year. Chaos enters the spaces of stagnation, not to obliterate, but to break down what is not working so the inherent pattern of order can emerge in a new light, and the holy path of inward peace can once again be seen clearly. The choice to destroy is not necessarily negative, but sometimes absolutely necessary, as a way to tear apart a dilapidated structure so a more solid foundation can be established upon which to build a temple of health, happiness, and love. Life is not always easy, but the trials and tribulations are inherent in the process of progression as a way to push evolution forward. And the challenges that naturally arise are a godsend of grace presented to teach the lesson that we are creatures of adaptation and survival. Thank y'all so much. I'm scheduled to be one of the featured readers here in January, so I hope everyone comes back out to that event as well, and look forward to hearing the rest of the readers. Thanks again, Carol.
Thank you.